Hi everyone, BZBear27. Sorry it's been so long since I've had a video up. I think it's been like a couple of weeks. But things have been super busy at work. Our cat's been sick this week. She's getting better. And I've just been heavily into a couple of games. And just constantly playing them, can't stop. But first I want to do a shout out to Tutor UK, Stuart. I did a trade with him of something I had the other week. He is going to put up a video, but he's ill at the moment. And once he's feeling better, he said he'll put up a video. But he knew I was trading for GameCube, and I had something he wanted. So we traded, and he sent me Resident Evil for the GameCube. It's fully complete, both discs and booklet, and it's in really good condition. So I want to say thank you very much, Stu. I hope what I sent you works, and or if it doesn't, you can get it to work. Yeah, so I look forward to training you in the future, because you're a pretty nice guy and you're really reliable, and you know, I like people like that, obviously. So thank you very much. And one more thing I wanted to share with you all. I don't know why I'm telling you this really, but this week I should really start a rage quit videos, because this week I did this to my Xbox 360 controller. I got a little bit frustrated in the week, and it may have got thrown across the room, and it may have exploded into 1,000 pieces, and may be completely broken and unfixable. So I'm yeah, so I've now got to buy a new Xbox 360 controller. I have a spare one, but it's a bit naff, and it's nothing like my new one that isn't even a year old yet, that is now completely dead. I don't know if there's actually anyone that can do anything with that. It is completely busted, but the motherboard still works. If anyone wants it, give me a shout. But yeah, so there we go. So yeah, enough of that rubbish. That's and you learning that I'm a terribly ragey gamer, and let's get on with what I've been playing this week. So I hope you enjoy.
Okay, so the first game I've been playing in the last couple of weeks is Batman Arkham Asylum. Batman Arkham Asylum was released in 2009, and it was developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by Eidos Interactive. But that was in conjunction with Warner Brothers. Now the game was released on a few systems: PS3, Xbox, and PC, I believe. And the game was released in America in August 25th, 2009, and on August 28th, 2009 in Europe. Arkham Asylum was written by Batman writer Paul Dini, and is obviously based on the comic books instead of the movies. And basically the story is Batman's nemesis, the Joker, has taken over Arkham City from the inside, and lots of Batman's other villains are in prison there. And Batman investigates and basically comes to learn that the Joker is trying to create an army of Bane-like enemies to threaten Gotham City, and obviously Batman's forced to stop Joker's plans. The main characters in the game are voiced by the actors from the DC animated series, and they are Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, and Arlene Sorkin, reprising their roles as Batman, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. The game is played in first person, and obviously is in an action adventure. You know, and as you progress, you level up, kind of like an RPG. So you unlock new combos and moves and health stats and stuff like that as you progress through the game. I'm very impressed with it. The reason I bought it was because the new one had just come out, and I hadn't played the first one, and I thought there's no point in me buying the second one if I haven't played the first one. So I went and bought it, and I thought I'm just going to try and crack on with this, because everyone's that I've spoken to and every review I've read about it said it's really, really good. So I went and bought it, and it is really, really good. Really, really enjoying it. Very impressed with it. I'm trying to play it on hard at the moment, but it is a bit of a struggle. So I've sort of started again on normal to unlock all the stuff, and then I'm going to go back through on hard again with all the stuff, with all like my character like fully leveled up. I just thought that'd be a bit easier, and then once I finish this one, I'll probably go and get the new one, probably about Christmas or just after Christmas, because I'm not overly fussed about getting games as soon as they come out. But also, when I went and bought this, where I bought it from, they were doing an offer, which was 2 for £20, which then brought me on to my second game, which I'd never really knew much about, but I'd wanted to play it, and that is James Bond 007 Bloodstone. Now, when it first came out, I really wanted to play it because, like, I'm a massive Bond fan. And I really love the Daniel Craig Bond. So yeah, so Bloodstone is an action-adventure game that was developed by Bizarre Creations and published by Activision for the PC, funny enough the DS, the PS3 and the Xbox. It's the 24th game in the James Bond series, which is pretty amazing. And it's not a direct sequel to any other game, but it is a standalone game, and it's the first standalone story since James Bond Everything or Nothing on the PS2, which starred Pierce Brosnan. This game was released on November 2nd, 2010 in North America, and then November 5th, 2010 in Europe. And it was released, funny enough, on the same day as GoldenEye 007. Which I believe was on the Wii. I'm not sure, but I think it was. Bloodstone also features the voice talent of Daniel Craig and Judi Dench, as well as the likenesses as well. And it also stars the singer Joss Stone and her likeness model as well. And sadly, this was the final game that was developed by Bizarre Creations before they closed their doors on February 18th, 2011. Which is totally gutting, because this game is good, and it would have been really nice to have seen Bizarre Creations make another one. I mean, seeing what Treyarch did with what was it, Quantum Solace. This is a far superior game. I mean, Quantum Solace was a first-person shooter. Yeah, the shooting was solid, but the story sucked because it wasn't based on the film, and you know, they made levels up, and but half of the game was Casino Royale. But with this, obviously, Bizarre Creations have had like a full reign on it because it's a brand new story. So you can do anything you want. You've got no constraints of having to stick to a story of what's already been created on film or anything like that, and then pissing people off because you're not sticking close to it. So. But this game is a first-person shooter, a bit like Gears of War. It kind of has the same mechanics, so you can do like the cover system is pretty similar to Gears of War, except you can't do the run forward with A and then like slam against thingy. But you can sort of do that. You have to sort of sprint with the left stick, and then when you get close, you press A and you'll sort of slide into cover. And it also has hand-to-hand combat stuff, so you can actually. It's not like a button bashing or anything like that. It's you can do these takedowns, so you can like sprint up to people and press X, and you'll quickly take them down. Or if you're in cover, you can do silent takedowns and stuff, which is quite cool. A bit like Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. It's a bit like that in some sections. There are also driving sequences, which is quite cool, because a lot of like Bond games or other games that sort of incorporate driving into their games are always shit. The driving sections are always atrocious, but the driving sections in this are actually very good, very impressed, and there's a couple of achievements for the driving ones, and they are fecking hard. But yeah, the driving systems are really cool, really good, really cool. And also it has a feature called focus aim, where once you've done a takedown, it will unlock a focus aim, and what you can do is you can hold your left bumper, and it'll lock onto a target, and then you can quickly pull the trigger and just take them out really quick. It's also a bit like the mark and execute feature from Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction, which is really cool. There is a multiplayer on this, up to 16 players, and basically it pits spies against mercenaries, and there's like standard stuff like deathmatch and other standard game modes, and like massive objective-based battles and stuff. But my Xbox Live has run out, so I haven't been able to play them. The story's confusing in places, but is actually quite good. The story starts off quite a while after Quantum of Solace, and it begins with this guy who's an international terrorist planning to set off a bomb at the G20 summit, and you go and stop it, and then it sort of unravels that it's to do with like a nuclear plot. But I have to say, this has got to be the best Bond game I've ever played. To be quite honest, it is brilliant, and a couple of people that I've shown it to have been blown away by it too. There was also a guy that I showed it to, or that I was playing it with, who does MMA, and he was very impressed with the takedowns and the chokeholds and stuff like that, because he said they're real life. That is what you do, and he said he's never seen like takedowns and things like that in a game as real as that, apart from like fighting games like MMA and stuff. So he was really impressed, really quite blown away with it, and I think he's gone away and bought it as well. The only downside of it is quite short, but there are plenty of there is a big replay factor in that. There are quite a lot of achievements to get. There are collectibles that are set out like you sort of have to use your telephone to find them, and they're all like sort of objects hidden over. There are a couple of secret achievements as well. If you're interested in them, one is actually in this video. You have to shoot a boat on the first level, and the second is you have to shoot these fruit bowls, and you have to shoot all 5 of them within 24 hours. So that's quite cool. But yeah, so there you go. They're the 2 games that I'm playing, and I'm absolutely like loving them at the moment. So go and check them out if you've never played them. Most of you have probably played Batman, but a lot of you probably haven't played Bloodstone. And if you haven't played Bloodstone, you can get it cheap. I got it for £10 from Blockbuster, and I would advise anyone to go and get it because it is really good, especially if you're a Bond fan. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I'll see you all you lovely people later.
Hello, you.